At the start of 2023, I started my SMMA just as a side hustle. And in the past 5 months, I already made $60,000 profit. And that is the reason I'm making this video for you guys. Quick disclaimer, there's not gonna be any paid course pitch in the video. I'm going to lay down everything you need for absolutely free so you can start your own successful SMMA in 2023. So the biggest mistake beginners make when trying to start their own SMMA, they simply look at what other people are selling. They see that this guy is helping seller companies to get more leads, and they go on and try to copy the service and set up exactly the same agency the same way. This is a giant mistake, and I fell for this myself. Don't just look at what other people are selling, but actually take your time to analyze yourself first. So let me give you an example. So I have this personal brand that I built on Instagram. Essentially now I have this whole portfolio of my work. So for me, the logical step would be to go out there and try to get clients for content creation. I know how to do it for myself, I have results myself, and I have the work that I can show to my potential clients. Essentially, I created leverage. And this is going to be your ultimate weapon if you want to start a successful agency. You're listening to these guys like Iman and other big players in the industry, and the advice they give is great. However, you have to understand that what is working for them is not necessarily going to work for you. They have such a large leverage they can pull, and getting clients for them is easy. So just sit down for a few days and just think for yourself, what skills do I have that could be applied in this digital economy? Write a list of things that you have done, skills that you have, even jobs that you had in the past or have right now. So you might try to run a dropshipping store in the past, and maybe now you understand how to build a good converting website, maybe how to write a good copy, maybe you know how to market products with short form content, and you can create really good UGC type content for Instagram and TikTok. Guess what? Now you can leverage these skills to create an agency. But maybe you have no skills and you are a complete beginner, and that's totally fair. Don't worry. I'm going to give you 3 skills that you can learn today and start a successful agency in 2023. So look, you don't want to start an agency right off the bat. The agency means you outsource the work to contractors. Again, the big mistake I made myself in the past is that I thought, hey, I'm just gonna outsource the work to contractors and pretty much do nothing. If you don't understand the service you're selling, you're going to get screwed. And the contractors can easily sense if you understand the service. That's why we're going to learn some skills that pay the bills. And don't worry, you don't have to spend years of learning those skills. You can learn them within a week. Service/skill number 1 is short form video editing. This is an amazing service that actually brought me over 80% of profit within my agency, and it is an amazing skill that you can learn. But here's my advice though. Don't go over and try to pitch on the service to someone right off the bat. Firstly, just start your own Instagram page or a TikTok account. It doesn't have to be your own personal page. What you can do is start an agency page and just take content from your favorite personal brands on YouTube, take those long videos and create short form content from them. So for example, you take this clip from the Iced Coffee Hour podcast with Alex Hormozi and you turn that into short form clip, and then you would post that on your agency's Instagram and TikTok. So you're actually learning the skill. At the same time, you're building your portfolio, and when you start doing cold outreach, you're going to have something to show to your potential clients. And you're also leveraging other people's content to grow your own platform by also adding value, which is your editing. And this is really smart because when you start landing clients, you can actually offer them an extra distribution service where you also post their content that you made for them on your page and you tag them. You're just going to create this flywheel effect for your agency because your agency page is going to be growing, and at the same time you'll be able to get more clients because your page is growing. Also, your clients get better results because you will cross promote them through your page. And while all this happening, you'll be mastering the skill set every day. And in my opinion, this is the best way to get started with this service. Start a page on Instagram or TikTok, create first 14 pieces of content, do your best work, and then start the outreach. And don't worry, I'm gonna show you how to do the outreach. I'm gonna give you all my scripts just in a minute. By the way, in the first link of this video description, I left a free course that shows how I grew my Instagram following from 0 to almost 170,000 followers in just 5 months. And this is going to help you a lot if you decide to go with this service. Not only understand how to grow your own page, but also how to help your clients grow as well. Service/skill set number 2, Twitter ghostwriting. So I don't personally sell this, but I actually have friends who do, and I know that they actually make really good money while doing so. Again, if I would start selling the service, the first thing I would do is the same thing as I mentioned previously, but this time I would start a page on Twitter, start writing threads and tweets myself, grow my page a little bit, and then since you are already on Twitter, you can easily easily find leads and DM them directly on Twitter. And they can see your work and your results right away. Service number 3 is YouTube video editing. So 20% of my agency's profit came in from selling the service. Editing YouTube videos is a time-consuming task. And making good YouTube videos is one of the hardest content creation form there is. However, it's the most rewarding one. Because if you can grow your YouTube channel, it's much more valuable than any other platform. That's why you can charge a lot for this service, from $200 to $500 just for a single video. So to get clients for the service, I would also recommend starting your own YouTube channel and producing content yourself for yourself first. Getting some results and building some small portfolio for yourself so you can use that as leverage to get clients. Again, I'm gonna show you all the scripts and outreach strategies just in a minute. I'm a firm believer that less is more. I'm gonna give you some software tools that will make your life easier when you're building your SMMA. So first tool is Notion. I love using Notion to track my finances, note my ideas as I go through the day, and other essentials. In the description, I left all my free Notion templates that might be helpful for you when you are building your SMMA. Another essential tool I use is Stripe. Stripe allows you to collect payments from clients, send invoices, and make payment links. And it really makes the whole online paying process simple and easy. I do have a G Suite account, which gives you a business email, which I believe is an investment worth making, because when you will be doing outreach, your email will look much more professional. And I also highly recommend to create your booking page to book calls using Calendly. Do not include extra questions for your prospects, just make them book the call as easy as possible at the start. And that is it. That's all you need to get started, landing your first client. So since I myself selling content creation services, I'm going to use the service as an example when landing your first client. I'm gonna show you full prospecting process, how to qualify if the client is good for the service, and most importantly, I'm gonna give you a 4 email sequence I use with the exact script to land the client. The script I'll give you generated me over $50,000 in sales. So assuming that you already built up your small Instagram page or a TikTok account or something that you can call your own work portfolio, we can now use that as leverage when landing our first client. Because look, all you need is to land that first client, do good work for him, and you're going to be set with referrals. Personally, I have not sent a single cold email in the past 3 months, simply because the clients keep paying me and I constantly get new referrals from those clients. But when you're starting out, sending a ton of cold outreach is going to be your best friend. So first part is qualification process. Again, I'm using my short form content service as an example. So the best way to find clients for this service is going to be YouTube. Step number 1, I would go and search for podcasts in these 2 niches, health and wealth. And there are probably thousands of these podcasts. Then when I find a good fit, and by good fit, I mean the podcast actually has more than 1,000 subscribers already, I would get their email right here. I will put that email to my Google Excel sheet alongside with the podcast host name, and I prepare a small personalized first message right off the bat. I would gather as much emails as possible, 500 to 1,000 emails. And before we move to the step number 2, or start sending emails, first make sure to warm up your email so you won't get flagged and put into the spam folder. And here's what you do. So assuming you already got yourself a business email, just chat with somebody for the first 48 hours. You can do that with yourself. Just email to your friend or to yourself, make him open the email and respond back to you. And do this back and forth for 48 hours, and then we can move to step number 2. Sending your first 500 cold emails will teach you 100 times more about this business than watching hundreds of Imangaji videos. And guys, what I want you to do after this video ends, please start taking action today. I tried my best to put everything into this simple step-by-step guide for you so you won't get confused. So before you start sending the emails, let me give you some numbers. Do not send more than 30 to 50 cold emails per day at max. I would highly recommend to not overdo it so you won't get flagged and start going to the spam folders. Alright, so firstly, email starts with a subject line. Personally love sticking to short subject lines like quick question, first name, and then you obviously insert the prospect's name here. That's honestly it. And if you want to use different subject line, just copy this one into ChatGPT and ask for 10 similar email subject lines to this. What is most important is the body of the email. So let's dive into that. Hey, first name, I first found about you through your YouTube channel and I love what you're doing. That is also a reason why I'm reaching out. But growing my own Instagram page with short form content like this, insert link to your content, I thought that we can apply the same strategies I've used for myself and help you get thousands of new eyeballs for your personal brand. The best part, you can use them on Instagram, TikTok, and even YouTube as shorts, getting thousands of eyeballs on your content. PS, you don't even need to lift a finger. We will make those short form videos just by using the content you already have on your YouTube channel. Currently, I still can accept 2 more people for this service. Is this something that you considered or would be interested in hearing more about? Let me know if you're up for a quick chat this week or next. And you obviously insert your name, and there's a book a call option, and you add your Calendly link to book a call. And that is the first email that goes out. And now, if you haven't received a response in 3 days after this email goes out, you are gonna be sending the second email, which I'm gonna show you just in a minute. But now let's say you got a response asking you for your pricing. So here's what you send then. Hey, first name. Thanks for getting back to me so quickly. We do have different pricing plans for the service. 1 video per day for the whole month, 30 videos total, $950 per month. 2 videos per day for the whole month, 60 videos total. We also are going to give you exact sounds to use when posting those videos, so you're going to get maximum amount of reach with every post. Secret to going viral on Instagram and TikTok is not only a good catchy video, but also a sound that is on the rise. We make sure to provide you with them for each video. So all you have to do is select the sound and upload the video. Let me know if you want a first sample made for you absolutely free so you can test the quality. Cheers, your first name. With this email, you give them pricing, right? So you instantly exclude people who are not interested and may not be able to afford your prices. And if a person asks for the sample, you know that he can afford it, he just probably wants to see your work. And on top of that, you also provide him value up front with this email by educating them about the importance of audios on Instagram and TikTok. And keep in mind, this is the email you'll be using whenever you get a response from a prospect that is interested in your service. So it might be after email number 1, email number 2, and so on. Now let's move back a notch, and let's say you haven't got a response from your first email. So here's the second email you'll be sending after those 3 days. Hey, first name. Totally understand you're busy, just bumping this up. Thanks, your first name, book a call. Pretty simple bump email, just in case if a prospect actually missed your first one. Now moving on to the third email, which goes like this. Hey, first name, I know you're getting many emails with ideas like this, but take a look at enter name, IG account. Enter IG account. Take a big IG account. He is growing massively on Instagram right now, and one of the reasons is his Instagram Reels. Just look at the thousands of views these Reels get him every month. Even if just 0.01% of viewers convert into paying clients, that's already a massive revenue boost for Enter Name. We're talking thousands of dollars every month, and we want to help you achieve the same. Increase your revenue with the power of IG Reels, and it's completely done for you. PS, you can also use them for TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Let me know if this sounds like a good idea for your business, or simply book a quick call in my calendar to talk more about how we can help you achieve the same. Book a call. Now this time you're actually making it even more interesting by associating yourself with a big Instagram page. So what you do, you pick a page that is well known and you just show that page as an example as how great he's doing, how many views he's getting. You don't say that, hey, it's my client, etc. You just use him as an example. And then we're going to have a last email. The last email for me, first name. Clearly developing your organic traffic and growing your audience with Reels, Shorts, TikToks isn't high on your priority list right now. But if it does become one in the future, you can book an appointment in my calendar anytime. Book a call. Again, your link to the calendar. Wishing you the best with everything, and that's it. That is the whole email sequence. By the way, the delay time between all those emails, if you're not getting responses, is 3 days. So the first email goes out, you haven't got a response, the second email goes out in the 3 days. The same goes for the third email and the fourth email. And to be fair, don't just copy this whole sequence word by word, because there's a high chance that you might end up emailing the same people that I emailed in the past, and it won't be that effective. And to be honest, you can just use ChatGPT to use this as an example and get 10 different emails done directly by this example. Keep in mind, guys, that your goal for the next 30 days is to land that first paying client. You don't need to do anything else besides doing the first steps, which is establishing your small portfolio, setting up your essential software tools, and then hammering the outreach, because you have very little leverage now, and that's totally fine. So your job right now is to land that first client. So look, you can just keep getting clients with cold outreach for years and years. But trust me, it's much easier to close deals and get clients when people are actually coming to you. So once you get your first client, I want you to start building your moat, aka your brand. And this is what's going to give you leverage and unfair advantage against other SMMA owners with just spam emails all day long. So once you land your first client, save the money and slowly start building your personal brand. I would highly advise you to pick maximum 2 platforms. I would personally combine Instagram and YouTube. This is what I'm doing myself right now. And I would post 1 time per week on YouTube, long form videos, and then I would post 4 to 5 times a week on Instagram. I would just simply make shorter versions of those long form videos for my Instagram for that extra boost in growth. So now you're getting clients through cold outreach, and slowly on the side you're building your inbound leads machine, which is your personal brand, which down the road will allow you to productize your service. So you might decide that you only want to work with just few boutique clients, and now you have an option to launch a digital product to your audience, teaching people how they can do the same service you're providing just by themselves. So for example, instead of you going and manually editing content for them, you can film a catalog of videos actually editing content for your clients and compile that into actual digital product. So when you get a prospect interested in your service and let's say they can't afford it, you can simply say, look, here's a $97 course, which is going to teach you everything, but you just gotta do it yourself. And you're never gonna need anyone to do it for you, which is gonna be a no-brainer for your prospect. And I'm so sad that all these SMMA gurus actually never talk about this. They just teach you to do a cold outreach till the day you die and never actually build real leverage. So once you get few good clients, I would highly recommend to stop doing cold outreach completely or just outsource it, because your job right now is to focus on delivering the quality service to your clients. So they will not only gonna stay with you for a long time, but also gonna bring you referrals, and use that extra time that you have to keep building your personal brand, because you are in the business of repeat purchases, which is one of the best business models for consistency. The client I landed at the start of this year is still paying me every month till this day. So delivering quality service and going that extra mile is what is going to set you apart in this business model. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I made it purely from my own experience, and if you did, all I ask you in return just to drop a like on this video. And if you enjoyed this, you'll definitely benefit from learning how to grow your personal brand on Instagram, which I show in this video right here. So click here right away, and thank you so much for watching.